Hey there, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. Welcome to your reading for September 19th through the 25th. Lots happening this week. It's definitely a week of change. We've got the Fall Equinox as the sun moves into, it could be spring equinox, depending on where you are in the world. As the sun moves into Libra on Thursday, we have a new moon that's happening in Libra at 2 degrees and 49 minutes, so basically 3 degrees of Libra. And that is happening at 5:55 p.m. Eastern Time Zone here in the U.S. That 55, that's the energy of change plus change to make a new beginning, which is wow. All right, you guys actually have 2 overall energy cards that want to come out. Let me just say, if you can find the balance and the joy in your heart, you have a real opportunity here to do some seriously interesting things this week. Okay, so you have the little panther. Look how cute. It's called the Innocence of Swords. It's the Page of Swords. It's some clarity that's coming in. It's some news and it's some information. It is an opportunity. It feels like the beginning of a new way of looking at things. I think you need a new way of looking at things in order to regain the balance in your life, because it comes with the Judgment card. And so I want to say maybe you don't have all the information, or you're starting to get the information, or the pieces are starting to fall in place this week. I think you start to figure some things out. There's a big transformation when you have this beautiful butterfly here. And so it's not just, it's about how do I transform something in my life. And to me, the butterfly represents a transition of things here in the 3D as opposed to the dragonfly, which is to me more of a spiritual kind of a transformation. And you have some great cards here about financial things. So I think that you need a little more information. Keep doing the research. Keep expanding your knowledge base on whatever this is that you're trying to transform so that you can make a really good informed decision. Okay, and it's a new idea. It's something that it's sparking up this emotional response in you, like, I really want to do this, and I think it's like in collaboration with someone else, and it's a real opportunity to create more financial abundance in your life. So let's look at why that is. So here we have another page. We have the Page of Cups. Okay, so this is in the key to the situation. The key to the situation is, does it spark joy? We're going to Marie Kondo our lives this week for you, right? Does this idea spark joy? Is this something that makes me feel happy? Because the action to take is the Two of Cups. So it's moving towards something where you're working in collaboration with someone else who also enjoys what it is you're doing. I do think it has to do more with money than love. So don't get too excited if you're like, oh, I was looking for love. I think it's not exactly that. It could be, but it feels more financial. So on your mind recently, we have the Death card. And so this Death card is holding a little moth. So there's also change. There was a transition. Okay, so could have been a literal death that you have experienced, and my condolences for that. It could be a job change. It could be an end of a phase. It could be the end of a relationship. It could be the end of your moving, like the location. It's not small, it's huge. And it's something that you've been thinking a lot about. And it could be, how do I do this? Or it has already happened and it's like, how do I move past this? How do I look at it a different way? Because in the area of the obstacle, we have the card of Temperance. And so it feels like, I feel like this is an energy that is passing, but it has left you feeling very much out of sorts. And how do I pick up the pieces and put it all back together? in the area of the heart space where you're feeling a little insecure, we have the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles knows how to nurture everyone around her and herself. And I think that there's been, that you haven't been taking, how do I say this? There's a need to make sure you're nurturing yourself before you nurture others. Are you giving yourself what you need? Are you taking care of the inner child, the Page of Cups, first? Because this is a huge transition, and it is something that is moving you away from a situation that was confining. So a relationship maybe where somebody else was trying to exert their authority over you, or it could have been a boss or a relationship. Like relationships, way two things interact, okay? But because we have these cards of balance keep showing up here. It was something where either there was too much ego involved, there was too much control involved, there was too much materialism involved, there was too much of something, and it was like you were a puppet on a string and people were pulling your strings, and you didn't feel like you had your own personal sense of authority and control. And Leo needs to be able to be their own boss. That's when you shine, right? And so something that allowing that situation to fall away and pursue the happiness. I don't think this is going to happen this week, okay? I don't think you come out of but I think you start moving in the right direction, okay? So here we have, how do you transform the situation? We have the Devil card. Creating healthy boundaries. That's how you're going to change the situation. Creating healthy boundaries around your energy, right? Because when what's being depleted here is this nurturing energy of the Queen of Pentacles, that means that too many people are siphoning off your personal energy, your resources, whether that's time, money, or your emotional energy. And so creating safe, healthy boundaries is the way to transform the situation. Let it go. Let this situation complete its cycle. We have a new moon coming up, and is an opportunity for a great new cycle I can see here. Because in the area of resources and abundance, this could be emotional, but generally I think of it more along the financial or career. We have the Empress, the ability to really grow and create something, but we have this green of the healed heart in order to grow. And since in this card, the body is healing and the crown is not lit up, and I think of Leo as wearing a crown, I think that in order for this energy to flow up, this Kundalini energy is what it feels like, there's a need for you to keep healing yourself so that you can then branch out and claim your crown back. And so right now, this is definitely about you taking care of yourself and seeking more information and guidance in order to make this transition for yourself. In the heart space at the end of the week, we still have the Five of Pentacles. And this is a feeling of loss. Now, financial markets being what they are, it could be the financial markets, but it feels more like a loss is something that makes you feel safe and secure. And it doesn't necessarily have to be money. And so in that way, because they have the pearl necklace that's broken, it almost feels like a relationship that may have been lost because the diamond is cracked. Okay, so this could be the end of a marriage or something, or a significant commitment. It could be the end of a commitment at a job where you no longer are going to work, and it makes you feel very uneasy. But the outcome card is the King of Pentacles. So this new moon is going to allow you to plant a seed of intention that has the potential to grow and manifest into something very powerful, especially when we have the Empress sitting up here, ready to help you out with this. So the question becomes, what are you going to focus your energy on? Are you going to focus it on the loss or on the growth? because what you focus on is what you're going to have more of, right? So, oh, look, I love that. I love that so much. Look, we got this little baby whale. He looks like he's leaping. And here we have the dolphin dancing in the rainbow. You don't get a rainbow unless there's been a storm. Okay, so it's a reminder. It's a reminder. So when that moon is in Cancer on Monday and Tuesday, it is just a reminder to find the things that feel joy-filled. Break free from whatever you feel is holding you back. Express happiness and find out what you truly desire. You know, what is that Page of Cups? What is that joy? And you have every step counts. Every step counts. And so you don't have to go fast. Just even if it's just one little thing, depending on what your situation is, every step counts. There is an advantage in taking things slowly, breathe deeply and fully as you consider your options. You don't have to. We have just pages here. There is an opportunity to start visualizing and moving in the direction of this beautiful, fully embodied energy there of the, I always hate because I never know. Good. I have to turn off this notification. Makes me crazy. Okay, so every little step you take, even if it's looking around today and just being grateful for the fact that, you know, there's food on the table. Hopefully there's food on the table, right? Finding the things to be really grateful for. But I feel like there's an opportunity here if you collaborate with someone else, that Two of Cups here, that they can, when you reflect joy out into the world, it's reflected back to you. And the same is, okay, yeah, so you have, when that moon moves into your sign, Leo, you have the card of delight. That's Wednesday and Thursday, and that's as the seasons shift. If you will allow yourself to find the moments to enjoy company of someone else, share a smile, share a compliment. I delight in everything in my world, and divine joy fills me. This is a week where just every little piece and particle of happiness that you can bring in moves you along the path toward that fully embodied sense of abundance that you get when you have that King of Pentacles. The moon is going to move into Virgo on Friday morning. Venus is already there, and Mercury retrogrades a couple hours later back into Virgo. And so there's this energy around really reorganizing and evaluating what it is that is of value to you and how you're going to get there. And so there is a definite reorganizing thing. One thing I failed to just mention is we have the fall equinox. It happens, well, it could be the spring equinox, depends on where you live, but it happens at 9:03 p.m. Eastern time zone here in the U.S. It is the change in the shift of seasons, and just a moment later, a minute later, that sun moves into Libra, and it is very much this energy of bringing in some balance. And even though this is the Temperance card, it really looks like a Libra card to me. And so I think you start to find the balance that comes back in, and with it, there is a completion of a cycle that begins once that moon gets into Virgo. A brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now completed. When you release and set yourself free, you have the opportunity to start moving in the direction that you really want to here. There is a completion of a cycle that really happens for you this week. And then we get the new moon, which is the new start. So as one thing ends, a new thing begins. The wheel just keeps on turning. And so just kind of focusing on where you want to go next becomes important. Wow. Okay. So that new moon in Libra, it's at, I think I may have said this, it happens at 2 degrees and 49 minutes. Look, you have the Empress here, and you have the Goddess. Honor your divine feminine energy. This Queen of Pentacles here, she feels very small, like a little depleted. She feels depleted. And so you're being asked to honor your divine feminine energy and see your inner beauty and love every part of you. Every step counts. And you have past lives. And I'm telling you, this world, completing the cycle, the death card. And how do you do this is by releasing this lower vibrational energy of the devil. Release your past life karma. You are an old soul with deep wisdom. Healing your past lives will raise your vibration. It's time to step out of this over-controlling situation into a situation that is more harmonious, where you are having reflected back to you what you are putting out. Whether it is in a friendship or a work situation or a intimate partnership, there is a need to move away from the controlling energy and move into something where what you give into a relationship is given back to you in equal measure. You have, with this new moon, motivation and acceptance. Motivation and acceptance. When you accept the greatness and the beauty of who you are and accept that you deserve the best, when you accept that you deserve to wear the crown, I think you'll be motivated to move in that direction. Accept and honor your inner goddess. Whether you're a masculine energy or a feminine energy, it doesn't matter. The receptive goddess energy resides in all of us, as does the masculine energy. And you're being asked to protect and nurture and take care of your divine feminine energy. And it could be what this king is here for too, to remind you to take action, to protect the goddess within and give yourself the space to heal, to grow, to nurture yourself first so that you can nurture others. That would be creating a nice, safe, healthy boundary for yourself. Right? Ooh, Leo, kind of tough there. But change is coming, and it looks like you're on the upswing here with all these completion cards. And so the next cycle should be better. All right, you guys take really good care of yourself. You can check in with me daily over on Facebook. If you haven't hit the thumbs up yet, I'd super appreciate that. And I do a live chat. If you have any questions you want to ask, the chat disappears after the premiere video concludes. So it would be kind of private. And just a few people come to the chat. So I would love to have you join us. And that's at 7:30 Eastern Time Zone here in the U.S. on Sunday nights every week. So I would love to have you come and do that. You guys take good care of yourselves, okay? You're first. Put yourself first. It's okay to pick up your crown and stick it back on your head where it belongs. You guys take care. I'll talk to you soon.